y'all, it's Meredith Myers, the Majestic Lioness, also known as the Spirit Mama, and I want to wish you all a very happy full moon in Aquarius. When I think of Aquarius energy, I think of unique, people that are very unique, so this is a time to really embrace what makes you different, what makes you stand out from everybody else in the crowd, and really embrace that energy. Like I said in my video yesterday, I was raised by an Aquarian woman, and she is very intuitive, and her confidence is so inspiring. She taught me how to be a very confident person. So really tap into your unique confidence, your uniqueness, what makes you different from other people. Aquariuses are known as the weirdos, and I know some people are like, oh, that's a bad thing. And no, when I think of weird, I think that's cool. You don't want to be like every other Joe Blow, So be yourself, and whatever makes you different or weird, embrace that and shine that. People need that difference. People need that laughter and uniqueness. It's very, very important at this time, because if you look out there on social media, there's so many people that is just a pattern of the same thing, and we need some of that difference, that uniqueness, that funniness even. Whatever makes you weird, shine that. And how the planets are aligned now, we've got the sun, okay? I believe it's in Leo, 22 degrees conjunct with Venus. And so when I think of Venus, it's the love planet. It's of beauty. And so a great goddess to work with right now is Aphrodite. This is my baby Tira's favorite goddess. I call her the daughter of Aphrodite. She's the divine goddess. She just came out with a bunch of new products coming up soon. She's got a giveaway. Y'all check her out. Her name's Tiara. But work with this goddess in your rituals. And something you can do is kind of call upon Venus, and then ask Venus, be like, I call upon Aphrodite, I invoke thee, I evoke thee. And actually invoking her gifts of beauty. She is the goddess of beauty and of love. And I ask her today to bring beauty and love in all forms within my life. So work with her. She's a great goddess to connect with. And when you're working with spirit guides, deities, ascended masters, things like that, you want to talk to them as they're almost like your imaginary friend, but they're actually there. They're here to help you, but they can only help you with your free will. So you have to talk to them and really water and nurture that relationship. And they'll start giving you signs. You can start feeling them. You can even start seeing them. And I also recommend maybe getting a real pretty picture of like Venus or Aphrodite and putting that on your altar. But she's a great one to work with for the next couple weeks. And also with the sun in Leo, how it is, I always ask the planet, I call upon the sun, I call upon you, Father, Sun, to recharge my chakras, to realign me. And you almost want to kind of like invoke the sun within your solar plexus chakra, within your stomach, and see that. And I ask the sun, I ask you, Father, Sun, today to help me shine brighter. I'm telling you, I started doing that every day, and it makes me feel so much more recharged or refreshed, and kind of, it's almost like a natural energy drink. But just sit there with that sun energy and really embrace, and like almost like reigniting your flame, reigniting the light within you, because there's so many times during the day that you're going to get disappointed or frustrated, or your energy is going to get low. Like I said yesterday, we're always so busy with our daily lifestyles and with our businesses that if you make time to really connect with these planets and call upon the different gods and goddesses, they're here to help you. And this energy is very potent right now. So dive into your rituals. A couple angels came to me while I was channeling for this reading. There's 3 of them. If, people always say full moons are really great to kind of release and let go of things. But I always say, however you're feeling. So if you're feeling low vibes or that kind of restriction, let some stuff go, cut some cords, release, do the shadow work. But if you're feeling good in the hood and you're feeling empowered, do some manifesting work. I don't care what moon energy it is, you can always let go and you can always manifest. But for letting go and doing the shadow work, I'm seeing the Archangel Michael will be a great one to call upon. He's one of my favorites. But he's got this beautiful sword that he can really help you with cutting those energetic cords and really letting go of stuff that doesn't serve you anymore. The other archangel that I came up with was Gabriel or Gabriel. You can work with this archangel as far as like cleansing, maybe taking a bath, doing a ritual bath tonight, and really letting all your emotions kind of go into the water. And then once you unplug your bath, seeing the water go down the drain and really giving all that to Gaia, Mother Earth, or Archangel Uriel. There was another one that came up. Let me think. It was Archangel Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael. If you are in need of healing, call upon Raphael. He's got a very beautiful, or she, people see him in both genders, a very beautiful green healing energy. And the wind, anytime you feel the wind around you, that is Raphael. And his energy is very powerful as far as healing. But make time to spend time with the angels. It doesn't matter if you're just driving in your car or you're at home by yourself. Make time to connect with them because they're here to help you. And I'm going to say from my testimony, they are the best coworkers I've ever had in my whole entire life. So with all that said, let's dive into this pick a card reveal. So if you picked card 1 and it was the yellow crystal ball, you chose the sun. And as the Pink Priestess always says, this is the best tarot card to pull in the whole deck. So I want this to be a kind of a sign of hope to anyone that's struggling, and faith that things are going to lighten and brighten for you. Something I forgot to say yesterday, anytime I'm going through a hard time, sometimes I can make myself feel really bad for that, like I shouldn't feel this way, or I want to be happy. And, it's kind of like we want to just kind of get through those feelings and not really feel them. But what I've learned through my ascension of 6 years is when you're feeling down and when you're feeling sad, you've got to feel that. Usually it means you're about to level up. Things are going to get better, and that blessing and that miracle is just right around the corner. So don't give up. Really feel those feelings. Be gentle with yourself. Be patient with yourself. I say that a lot, but I want you to really meditate on what that really means. Instead of like having that guilt or shame for like feeling this way, it's like, no, anger, sadness, frustration, disappointment, all those are very valid emotions. That is part of your shadow self. It's also a part of your inner child self. So you've got to really nurture that, It's kind of like when Peter Pan in the movie was trying to get his shadow, and, the girl like kind of sews his shadow back on. You need your shadow self. Like I said, your life's going to be ups and downs. It's like a roller coaster. So you got to really like move with the tide, move with the waves, and not like restrict it or go, towards the tide. So just be really easy on yourself for those that are struggling. If you're not, keep shining brighter. Enjoy and embrace this beautiful sun energy. Another thing to think about with if you picked stack 1 is like, how can you make things a little bit more simple? How can you really practice simplicity? That's what this card is all about. And really nurturing that inner child, having fun, celebrating. Energy is very positive. This energy is going to bring a lot of lightness before we get to this Virgo season, and we're going to be in this energy for the next 2 weeks. And you also pulled the Prince of Winter, and it says intellectual, which, Aquarius is all about the mind, and it's about dream work and intellect. It says focused and impulsive. It says seek out an intellectual solution to your problems. If you see yourself getting over emotional, try to look at it from a more logical standpoint. It says the need to act quickly and decisively. With this Aquarian energy, you're going to want to control things. You're going to want to be like, I want it my way. We got to do it this way. I want to change. I want it now. And my advice to you is just take a step back, chill, okay? Embrace your uniqueness, really connect with your inner light, connect with the sun, and just know that like you've got to tap into that trust. it's almost like a good time to really just surrender and go with the flow. Okay, so don't try not to overanalyze things or try to control things. Try to just sit back, relax, and be a little spontaneous. Go do something, have an adventure, go have fun. But this stack really screams like, if you're needing to let go of some stuff, work with Archangel Michael. He is amazing. He's helped me so much on my journey. And I also believe for the stack, anyone that chose this stack, when I see a unicorn, that means that you're manifesting something. So any new ideas that you're getting, any little anything that's making you excited right now, dip your toe in it or take baby steps towards it, because you're definitely in a manifesting type of energy right now. But like, kind of like this card, see, it's like this fairy, like on this beautiful little like mouse or polar bear. You got to just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Like, try not to control anything. Try to just go with the flow. So if you picked stack 2, number 2, and it was the green crystal ball, and this is awesome. Y'all chose the Magician. And the Magician's all about new perspective. How can you see things in a new light? Do things a little bit differently. It's also about new beginnings. You're about to start a new adventure. You're thinking, what would be the cool next step? You know, I can see a lot of contemplating, and this is a time for you to really tap into your magic and your confidence. Like I said, with this Aquarian energy, my mom is one of the most confident women I know. So this energy, really embrace that. Really embrace that Aquarian confidence. And tap into your magic. Make time for your rituals. Make time to pray. Whatever it is that you do in your unique spiritual work, really water that. But I also see that there's a lot of change brewing for you. There's definitely a lot of new adventures for you to go on. So have some fun and really tap into that confidence and magic. But it says you can do anything. It says take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be successful. So if you've been having any self-doubt or worry or like, I don't know what to do, you know, I always say everyone is intuitive. If you have a solar plexus and a third eye chakra, if you've got a head right here and a brain, you are intuitive. So really tap into that. And something that I saw, you know, growing up with my mom with the Aquarian energy that we're in, she's a very intuitive person, and she wasn't always able to like utilize that or be open about that. So make sure that you're really like working out those exercises as far as your intuitive gifts. And you might sit down and say like, God, Jesus, guides, angels, whoever it is that you work with, what are my unique gifts? You know, and like really journal about that and find your confidence within your unique spiritual gifts and really utilize them. Okay. And just know that this is kind of like your hope card for stack 2 if you chose this. If you've been kind of second guessing yourself or like, I'm not sure, if you had some bumps in the road, this card should give you hope and faith that things are going to get better and that you are in control, that you are. But you've got to make sure that you're spending time, you know, utilizing your gifts and spending time embracing them. Let's see what else I had. Oh, and this is also about planting seeds. So I know, like I said, some people say, oh, the full moon, it's all about letting go, releasing. That's great if you need to do that. But if you're feeling good in the hood, then make time to really manifest what it is that you really want and have fun with it. You know, plant those seeds for the long term. That's really, really key too. Speaking of Gabrielle, you hear it raining. The next card that y'all pulled is the Princess of Winter. And this is a beautiful card, and I feel like people that chose this stack, y'all were the indigo children. Y'all were the crystal children even. You might have had gifts, you know, when you were little, as far as seeing spirits or knowing things before they happened, you know, being very intuitive while you were little. So invoke those gifts. Sorry, my accent's real thick today. Invoke those gifts from your inner child to where you are right now. Because what happens is as we get older, you know, people tell you like, oh, that's not, you know, right, or you shouldn't embrace your gifts, or that's not good, or that's bad. And they kind of like go away because you're not utilizing them. So invoke that. If you feel like you're a crystal child or an indigo child, or if you don't even know what that is, do some research on it, because I bet you were. But this card's all about truth, living your truth, tapping into your magic, tapping into your power, and really walking your truth. And what I get for this stack too, it's kind of like I'm seeing that there's a lot of people frustrated with making changes with the collective. There's been a lot of violence. There's been a lot of frustration. There's been a lot of judgment. And just knowing that the stuff that you do, you can be the change. You can walk your truth, and you can change the world to be more positive. What else am I getting with this card? Ooh, I'm getting chills. It's starting to lighten. It says information that can help you, but may also be difficult to hear. The truth is hard, right? It's easy to kind of like numb or walk and just be like, oh, this is me, but I'm not going to shine it fully, right? It's like, how many people have dimmed your light? Tap into that sun energy, tap into your magic, and really walk and live your truth and speak your truth. I feel like there's times, where people don't say anything. Like sometimes you need to be that guide. You need to be that teacher for others. Okay? Let's see, what else am I getting? Connect with your guides. I feel like there's a lot of you that chose this stack too, and it's like your guides are kind of like yelling at you, like, I've been trying to tell you this, but you haven't like been listening. So make time to spend good quality time with your guides. And tap into that confidence, tap into your magic, and know that there is a new beginning, a new path starting for you. So if you've been going through a hard time, I'm giving you hope and faith that the peace and the clarity is coming. Okay, last one. If you picked stack 3, which was the pink crystal ball, you chose the High Priestess. Okay? And when I think of the High Priestess, I think of strength, okay? Tapping into your inner majestic lioness or lion, tapping into unity with yourself, finding that balance, that yin and yang. We all have this feminine energy and this masculine energy, and a lot of us let the other shine a little bit brighter than the other. So really finding that unity and that comfort within yourself. I want to give this card as a hope card for stack 3 people. If you've been struggling with money, prosperity is coming to you. This is a very good sign of money coming to you in your future. If you just do the work, it's gonna pay off. But this is trusting your intuition. And like I said, Aquarian energy, this energy is very intuitive. So you might start feeling more epiphanies coming to you. You might start seeing things in a different light. So this is really, really good. This is a good energy. It says trust your intuition, trust your gut feelings, trust those red flags even. Like you're really starting to see the truth. And it says careful reflection before taking action. So this is a time for stack 3 people to really like contemplate on what you really want. What is it that you really want? Okay, and don't take any like sharp moves or sign those papers or move forward until you really know, is this good for me? Okay, because I'm seeing with stack 3 people, it's almost like you've been giving a little too much, or you've been doing stuff to please others. Okay, and when you can really like set those boundaries and really understand what you really want, that's gonna really help you. But it says careful reflection before taking action. Insights that come through meditation. Spend time reading, spend time in prayer, spend time with your guides as well. And really tap into that confidence. You see her, she's like this beautiful queen, high priestess with this crown. We are all a child of God. We are all spiritual authorities and leaders. I feel like once the world ends, we're all going to be very connected to source. We're all going to be intuitives and really connected to that energy. So just know, the more study that you do now, it's not like you're studying anything new. I believe that we reincarnate. So all you're doing is reminding your soul of what it already has known. Okay, like embracing that soul DNA. But study, whether that's taking a new course, a new class, and experimenting with what you like, because there's a lot of people that they don't even know what they like, and that's what makes me the spirit mama, You know, that's my mom really inspired me, and that's why I named my name that, because when I was going through my hard time in my ascension, she cleaned me up in so many ways and brushed me off. And I have a lot of spirit mamas, my teachers, and I was like, man, if these women can do this for me, I want to help as many people as I can. So if you're struggling with money, know that I have a lot of services that are 10 minutes. I've got 30-minute call that's not that expensive, and I can help you. And to those Aquariuses out there, I feel like it's my sole purpose to help you Aquarians tap into your spiritual gifts, because it's almost like you know you have it, but you don't know how to utilize it fully. And that's where I come in. I would love to connect with you. But the next card that you pulled for stack 3 is the 3 of Spring. And it says, plan your next steps with an eye for the long term. I'm feeling stack 3 people. It's almost like you've been a little bored, or you've been like, man, I don't know if I've been making the right choices with my career, or whatever it is. Just know that these are some good cards to pull. There's so much ahead of you. But you got to make sure that you're going to want to do it for a while. If you're making a career change, things like that, make sure it's something that you really want to do, and something that you're passionate about, and something that you really enjoy. But it says, have patience. Oh, that's hard. I know that's hard, but be very patient with yourself and with others. It says, there are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. Whatever you choose to do, you're going to do amazing at it. And if it doesn't work out, it wasn't for you anyways. But really, and I feel like anyone that's struggling that chose this stack, things are going to really start rocking and rolling by spring for you. So that's your hope card. Yeah, and I don't know if I said this one was the pink crystal ball. Thank you for spending time with me today. I want to shout out to all my spirit daughters out there: Sissy, Tira, Kylie, Allie, Joe, Angela, Lucretia, Jen, Nina, and Anna. I love you all so much. I want to thank all the clients that book with me. I appreciate you all so much, and I love you. And thank you for spending this time with my first IGTV video. Woohoo! And happy full moon. Bye, y'all.